coming to you from Homebrew Studios. It's Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour with your host, Bob Katie.
And John Piccirillo.
Time has slowed as I walk this dust road. Yesterday's gone and tomorrow's too far away.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome aboard, folks.
It would be a Thursday, April 2nd, so no April Fools.
That's right.
Day
No
off
fools
of April
here.
Fools. No fools. Well, no
fooling
fools here.
around.
Well, no fooling around.
Fooling around.
Fools, I don't know about. I mean, we've
So
been.
you got an extra piece of equipment. Is that helping?
What's the extra piece? Oh, the computer?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find out when I decide to use it. It's got
see.
something up on it ready.
I see.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
Hey, we got you know.
Oh yeah,
even more
check it
set,
out, folks.
even
If
more
you're
set.
watching,
Yeah.
I think the set is complete for the show.
No, we're missing the
Oh, that's right. We're gonna have one little edition coming.
one more edition.
Yeah, you're gonna dig it.
And we should be getting everything. I was always listen. We're always taking steps forward.
One
We're always
every time. I think we can say we've have
not every time, but
just
pretty,
about
you know,
upped
yeah.
it up every time.
Yeah, you know,
Just think about where we're going. You see what I'm
we've
saying?
we've got the quick shots that I hope everybody's enjoying on Tuesday, every Tuesday, little half hour show, and
I like 'em.
Yeah,
Like doing them too.
yeah, they're fun to do. Quick little ones, bang bang bang, done, out.
Hey,
And,
hey, we've got to get this party started. Hold on.
All right, let's get the party started.
Why do you want that beer so bad?
Because he's thirsty, dummy.
And I believe, you know, we're going to come up with some just YouTube things to do for just our YouTube channel.
I dig it because we have a lot
Yeah.
of stuff set up for it now. So.
Exactly. We do have a green screen, as everybody who follows us knows.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
put out our little video vignettes,
Yeah.
you want to call them?
Yeah.
But we're going to do about like little 5, 10 minute, 15 minute little video things that you can only see on the YouTube channel. And, you know, be funny little things. Could
I
be
like
just
doing
could be just a little mini
Get to
10
work on my
minute.
acting skills. You know,
It might, yeah, but it might just be us talking about a subject.
dramatic.
It might just be about us talking with subject and everything, and you never know.
I got to tell you, the new camera location is making me want to look at it all the time, which is good because when I watched the first couple videos,
Well, that sounds like a hot item, Bob.
I noticed that
Shocking.
I wasn't paying enough attention. I was like, "Look at the camera, John! Look at the camera!" So now it's in my peripheral, and I can see it. So you're gonna love this show by the time it's over.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
You can find us at Bob and John's podcast at gmail.com.
Or at Loose and Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram. Or
At Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel, which is adding content all the time. No reason for that, just
it was like my style of clapping.
oh,
That was my clapping.
okay.
Yeah, I like
Hey,
I like
whatever,
my shaker
whatever floats your boat.
and I like
My uncle says you got a screw loose.
Oh, yeah. Your uncle molests collies.
that one makes me laugh.
Speaking
It's
of
very casual.
it is. Speaking of some business, we got an email. from
Uncle molest collies.
My uncle says you got a screw loose.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Your uncle molests collies.
A friend of ours got a hold of us through the podcast email. Pat Strobel.
Yes, Pat. Hey, what's going on, brother?
He's been. We got a couple listeners in Florida, so I can't tell exactly which one is him. But it sounds like he gobbled up a bunch of
Oh,
them.
that's good. That's what we want.
And hope he enjoyed them all. And hope
That's
he
what-
enjoys all the rest
That's
of
what a
them that are
podcast
coming
is
his
all
way.
about. You know, you get on it and you dig it,
Yeah.
and you just listen. You want to hear more.
Yeah, and we are going to get together. Pat's going to be in town.
Yeah, that sounds like fun, man.
At the
It's
end
been
of
a
April,
while.
we got to get in touch with him.
We got a ton of stuff to catch up on.
Yeah,
Tons of
tons of
stuff.
stuff. Hey, maybe that'll be a good one for a mobile podcast.
Last time I saw him.
Our first mobile podcast.
Ooh, did
That
you
could
hear
be.
that?
Could be. Could be. Not promising anything.
We've been trying
He
to
might
make
not
it-
want to do that.
Right. We've been trying to make that optional, though.
But, oh, yeah. Well, it is optional.
Yeah.
We just haven't had
I
the
foresee
chance
in
to
the
do
near
it.
future us doing one on the boat.
Oh, well, we've talked about that, yeah.
That's going to happen.
But as far
That's
as
gonna be awesome.
we also have,
And we could videotape it.
yeah,
The biggest problem we would have is how to keep the passerby interactions and distractions
Yeah.
to a minimum.
well, also the videos for that might not be ideal because
They'll be moving. The camera will be moving all the time.
people might go by the camera and might not have a choice to be on. They
I
might
see,
not want to
I
be
see.
on.
Well, we could face it in.
And I don't
Inward.
have that kind of technology to blot people's faces out.
Right. I'm sure you could pick it up, but if we faced it towards the helm, you know.
Yeah. We might just try the mobile one without video first. Baby steps each part of the way.
Yeah, of course.
But we get there. You know,
Here we
folks?
are in the basement, still wearing sweaters and a hat in April.
We're not in the basement. We're in the studio.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
Well, a lot of studios are in the basement.
It's a cold studio. Yes.
It's not bad. I'm just this way because I'm not warm yet.
Yes. It's April and we're still in a sweatshirts.
Yeah.
and
So
hats
thinking
and-
about boating right now.
I know.
Oh,
But we have another listener who's popped up on the quick shots for this last week. Somebody in Macedonia in Europe. I don't know where in Europe that is, but on my stats on
Macedonia.
the website, Macedonia. it
Welcome,
says Europe.
Macedonia.
Welcome, Macedonia. Whoever you are,
send an email and
send an email in English, preferably, so we know what you're saying.
But
if you're
we got one in a foreign
Macedonian-
language. I can translate. There's there's
Is that what it would sound like?
no. You type it in and it translates. I do it all the time with my
Oh.
Brazilian cousins.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
It's a lot of work, don't get me wrong. If I tried to keep up with them as much as I do with like English speaking Facebook people, I would spend a lot of time translating, you know what I mean? But certain things you can plug it in there and it translates is very helpful. All you really need
balls are showing.
Oh my goodness, I better do something about that.
But anyway,
When
we
he
have-
said that, was it because his guy's pants were so tight? I think that's what it was, wasn't it?
no, it was. There was the native people, and they kept saying what sounded like bumblebee tuna, so he thought it was like a greeting. So he'd go, "Bumblebee tuna, your balls are showing."
Oh, that's freaking guy.
Little Ace Ventura there.
Hey, so maybe I should say that. No,
What?
no, because it pertains to that clip. Will Ferrell, right?
No,
Oh.
Ace Ventura would be Jim Carrey.
Ah, of course.
Yes.
Anyway, Will Ferrell crossed my mind because of the baseball thing. Was that whole thing real?
It was for
The last one I read, it was for
a stunt
charity.
for cancer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a
charity.
charity.
But he did do it. Yes.
So they let him play?
Yeah, they were spring training games. I don't know if he played the whole game.
I wonder how much he had to pay to do that. You'd
Oh, it
have
was
to
all for
pay-
charity.
Yeah, but how?
Number one, he's Will Ferrell. Number two, it's for charity. What team's going to go? Nah. They're going to look like
well,
they're gonna look
it's
terrible.
Still, they put him in left field.
Yeah.
That guy's going to get some practice. You know what I mean? They need the
I-
guys that are going to play
listen,
the position to get
I-
warmed up for the
I
season.
have no
you know?
idea how long, but I'm sure it was
Oh,
maybe
maybe a couple innings.
not even a couple innings. Maybe it was a couple plays.
At the
I don't
bottom
know.
of the order in the first inning only.
Yeah, it could have been.
All right,
you know?
okay, that's possible.
You know,
Yeah, that makes sense.
but he did.
But he still missed
He did
some,
like
didn't
eight of them or something in a day or something, didn't he? Or some crazy
That I don't
stuff
know.
like that.
I keep getting little snippets of it. I'm thinking to myself, is that real? I feel like I'm being punked.
Am I being paranoid or is he busting my balls?
No, he was there. He did it. That was a couple of weeks ago, I believe. But he did do that, and it was for charity.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, it was a good thing.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But you know, hey, our listener from Macedonia, send us an email.
Yep.
Pat, we thank you for sending us
Yeah, thanks,
an email.
bud.
Hey, you know, you got any thoughts or whatever? Send it to us.
Mm-hmm.
We're always opening to steal people's ideas for the show.
We don't steal people's ideas.
If they give it to us for free, we will.
Well, if they tell us what they want, sure.
Absolutely.
We are here to provide the things that you desire.
Making candles.
That's right. That's right.
John will have one on making candles soon.
I've made candles before. I'm all about that. I love.
I think that's why you like that. I think that's why you like that clip so much.
Yeah, I do. It's absolutely great because you know what? Making candles, you could waste a lot of time making candles.
Holy Testicle Tuesday!
All right. Well, yeah.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
You can find us at bobandjohnspodcast@gmail.com or
At Loose and Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram, or
on our Facebook page. Or our YouTube channel at Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour.
I like the little videoettes.
Yeah, we're going to do some more. It's going to be fun.
They're fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not going to, we're
Done
going
some
to
experimenting over there.
Well,
I'm still waiting.
listen.
I want explosions and stuff back there. But
Listen.
we're working on it.
A lot of this stuff might just happen outdoor thing. We're just going to film. Basically, we're just going to like film ourselves 24/7 and put stupid stuff up on our YouTube channel because
Why not?
the stupid things I see on the YouTube channel always have 15 billion hits of
Yeah,
like
so that's
guy
what-
twerking over dog, and he's just it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So we're
we're
going to find a way to be entertaining.
We're going to embrace it, and we're going to join.
We know it's hard
the
to
rest
watch
of the morons.
the two of us sitting here. Might
Yeah.
not be it's the most exciting thing, but
Hey, some people
we're
like
going to
it, some
get
people
stuff
don't.
on and off.
If you
of the
don't want to
show.
watch us,
Listen
obviously
to
the
us.
original
Yeah,
way
that's
is
the
to
easiest
listen.
way to do it. That's how it started.
yeah.
This is brand new.
That's right. So you know what? There are plenty of shows like ESPN as Mike and Mike in the morning. They do like a whole.
Hey, to
all
be
their
honest with
stuff
you,
where they
the
video
reason, the
their
reason why
ones.
I dug this idea because
Gives you camera time.
it gives me camera time. I do get camera time, which I enjoy a lot. But the other one is I've accidentally run into. I'm not even sure. One of them, my brother-in-law turned me on because
Marker Scott.
Mark, because I think I got him. I don't need you being a smartass here, okay?
Sphincter says what?
I don't need any smartass comments right here.
Sphincter says what?
My dad used to smoke pipe,
Yeah.
and I smoked pipe. It's the way I began my procession to completely quit smoking.
Mm-hmm.
And
Procession.
and Mark got into it. So he turned me on to this one, and it's a video. It's an older guy. They come from like the oil field area types, and they got big long beards. There's two guys, middle-aged guy, a little older guy. They enjoy smoking pipes. Oh, and the one guy's wife, who's an attractive woman, and they all enjoy smoking pipes. And what they do on the show, that's all they do, and it's a video show, and all they do is they choose a pipe because pipe smokers have
They sit there and smoke it?
Yeah, variety of pipes.
It's just them smoking a pipe.
And varieties from all over the world. Yeah, well, and they critique the tobacco and the pipe because they all
Listen,
burn differently and stuff, and it's
as-
interesting stuff.
As we know, as we know in our television watching,
Yep.
before everybody put a camera up and was able to throw things on the internet, you had shows like fishing shows.
Yeah.
Which that's basically what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just throwing a camera there
Right.
and watching you.
That's how this, I feel, is appropriate.
Well, I just went along with this because I know when I'm upstairs, when in the morning or something, when I'm doing something or something like that, I'll throw on like Mike and Mike in the morning on
Yeah.
ESPN,
Yeah.
and it's on the radio. It's really a radio show, but they have like a great set. I mean, they have like a professional set and everything, and like some of
Well,
the
I
other
think
guys.
that's how it gets there.
Well,
If you
some-
realize, oh wow, we really got to do this, we got to do that, we got.
Well, yeah, but
we need lights.
The guy behind that goes after them, Colin Cowherd, he's just literally in the literally in the studio where he just has like probably like some kind of backdrop thing like we have here, but it says like ESPN all over it and stuff. But he's got, he's sitting there in the real radio booth type of thing, doing his thing.
Sounds like fun to me. I like it.
Yeah, and watch it. And you know what? It's weird because I find myself watching it.
Sure.
And I sit there sometimes. I go, I can get up and go do things. There's nothing interesting is going to be coming on video wise.
But it happens.
Yeah. Oh well, sometimes they do. Sometimes if they're talking about something, they'll run a clip of a video that they were talking about. Obviously they have a little bit more.
Right. Well, we could. No, couldn't.
No,
we couldn't really,
Bob doesn't have the time.
We couldn't do that
Because
That's
Bob's
more
busy.
editing.
Making candles.
That's right.
Well, that sounds like a hot item,
We
Bob.
get Bob in the editing room, and that's what he's like. Oh, here we go again, making candles.
Yeah.
Ooh.
John gets an idea, and Bob has to do it. Because
Yes, Frau. On the whole, I think Preparation H feels good.
Because we could.
Oh yeah, you could get
have
me,
it-
so
we
I could just
edit
like
it.
come down here and be down here 24 hours a day. If it was
Right,
up to you,
right. Yeah,
I would be
exactly.
editing 24 hours a day.
Well, your salary is acceptable, so that's why I figure it's.
Yeah, 0. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Ho ho, very funny. Ha ha, it is to laugh.
That's what I think when I'm doing the editing. That's for damn sure.
I gotta say, we talk much less about it than we started, but I'm excited about the band.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yes,
We're at a point.
151.
Yeah, we're at a point now. Where,
151online.com.
yeah, we're at a point now where it's kind of coming together a little bit.
Yeah, I've just been waiting for it to
Right.
Congeal. I've been waiting for a lot of things to come together so we can
Right.
to
So I probably jumped the
introduce
gun
it.
for Bob,
It's all right.
but
It's always good to say 151online.com.
yeah, that's right.
That's
That's what I haven't. I
there's
was
going to be a
I was
lot of
thinking I
content.
hadn't mentioned it.
There-
It's worth it because
there-
we already started, but we just haven't been focusing all of our energy.
There's going to be a lot of content on that coming up soon. It's going to come fast and furious.
Yeah, which I can attest to,
Plug on the movie on that.
which will be cool. That'll be great.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen to Bob and John's Quick Shots every Tuesday on iTunes, BuzzFeed.com, or Stitcher.com. Brought to you by Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour. Bob and John's Quick Shots. And now the news with Bob and John. I forget how you like that so much.
I do.
That news.
There's something about that really moves me. I get into it. It's like I forget what I'm doing. I'm like,
Well, we decided we're just going to do. We each picked a little bit of a news story, and we're just going to talk about some news. That's all.
I'm going to talk about the last thing I looked at. That
Yeah, I'll tell you something I looked at.
All right.
I think it was earlier in the week. I browsed a couple of news sites, and one of them is MSN.
Nude?
Yes, Frau. On the whole, I think Preparation H feels good.
Excuse me, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
News.
Yeah. News outlets and youths, and I went and I was going through MSN because they have some. They usually have like hey, what's the best 10 hamburgers in America, or they have like articles like that.
I like the Food Channel for the hamburgers one.
Well, they have random stuff like that.
Just putting my 2 cents. I didn't mean to.
But they had one on there, and it was in each. They went by each state.
It's funny. I do pay attention to those top 10s more than ever.
They went by each state, and they told what the top employer of each state was.
Okay.
So what company in each state employs the most people
That's
of that state?
That's interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was. I looked at it. I was like, oh, okay.
Did you write them down?
No, I didn't write them down because at the time I went through it at the time and then forgot
I
about
hope
it.
you have a couple examples.
Yeah, well, this is the main part of this.
Okay.
I
gonna look
would
it up if you're
I
not gonna
would
give me
say I would say over 50% of the states, Walmart was the largest employer of the state.
That doesn't surprise me. The only thing that surprises me, because I was starting to think that, like, are we counting the state itself? You know what I mean? Like state employees?
Yes, because like for New York, it's SUNY.
SUNY, yeah, Albany SUNY.
The
schools,
college, yeah, the schools.
Yeah,
a lot
they're
of
all
those are
over,
colleges.
really, yeah.
A lot of them are the college systems, or the state systems is for New
big,
York,
yeah, it's pretty
or
big.
just a college in general. A couple of them were just a private college in a couple of states, and then of course you get the hospitals.
that kind
a
of
couple of them are
proves-
big hospitals.
That kind of proves the point, though, because they've been trying to find a way to bring down the amount of college tuition.
Yeah,
It kind of proves the point that they overwhelmingly profit.
yeah.
And when you're that successful, you have to question the need.
Yeah, but state-run schools usually are the cheaper ones.
Sure.
It's the private.
Well, are you
Colleges.
saying SUNY's
It's state-run.
It's a New York state-run?
SUNY is. I don't actually. Well, there I go. You got me in a trap where I don't know exactly. I do know the NY is New York,
Something of University
of New York.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I don't know the. I don't know
S-
the exact term of
State.
it.
Is it
State University of
State
New York. That might be
University
it.
of New
Yeah,
York, yeah.
that might be it. We sound real friggin' intelligent.
Well, I didn't go to SUNY.
My uncle says you got a screw loose.
Oh, yeah. Your uncle molests collies.
there for all of you who don't think
I-
we're that smart.
I could have went. I think you can transfer from. You take your credits from SCC and go to any SUNY.
yeah,
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
do that.
exactly.
But I was done with school. Really, I mean, I'm really surprised in myself for completing 2 years. I am.
well, it's
because
because you didn't take the time off. That's why.
I was. Yeah, I
some
was.
some people like probably you would have taken the time off and gone.
I would have never.
I can't go
yeah,
back.
No way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once school was.
I've
done
gone
with,
back.
I was.
I've gone
done.
back a few times.
I wanted
at
so
different
bad to
things and done
start
it, and-
stuff. Just do stuff.
Yeah,
You know, I
you
mean,
want to do everything.
I'm still trying to get those things done.
Everything.
Everything. My list tonight. It's hard to pick from what's coming up because
Your balls are showing.
your balls are
Your
showing.
balls are showing. But anyway, I thought that was interesting that Walmart is so huge that it's. I mean, it. When you look at that statistic, you feel like Walmart is taking over half the
world?
country. Half the country. You know what I mean? And I understand that. Listen, a lot of people don't like the big box store or the big corporation, and I understand that. And I'm not exactly a fan of it either. But when I have to wait, and they have like wage problems and and all sorts of different kind of problems, like every corporation goes through. But you have to weigh two things. Do I make is it important enough to me to make my stance against something like a corporation like Walmart, or go and buy something I need for the cheapest I can pay for it to save myself a buck, to put myself ahead?
I go for the cheaper place.
It may sound selfish, but I do too. You know what I mean? A lot of people listen. I in a way I applaud those people who like want to make these stances and really don't care about what happens to their own self.
Well,
But I was always taught with help yourself first, then you can help
Right.
others.
Right. Well, the reason why it doesn't make me feel bad at all, going to Walmart and adding to the giant conglomerate,
You bastard.
is I know the people who will treat me right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you what, I don't get any meat or produce from Walmart.
No,
I'm-
I don't particularly wouldn't either.
Those things, I go to my local butcher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't appreciate the
it's hard
way,
to even find a local butcher anymore.
Well, I wanted
My
to
mother
give
was
a couple
a big
examples.
local butcher person.
I'll tell you what, Avon Meat Market down at Van Vranken Street, we used to go, and they always treated us right. I only got one bad product from them, and I wasn't there. I could have prevented this. I had a girlfriend who loved to go shopping there.
Amy.
Before I got no,
No?
it was
Ivy?
Ivy. Yeah,
Oh.
and she knew I
You're
liked.
calling her a girlfriend is a.
She I spent a year with her, you know, and I'll give
So
her
that
I'll
gives
give her
you
the title.
That gives you the title.
Yeah.
You've got the title.
Monogamously, I mean, I talk about that. You know what I mean? I'm down with that. It's just not the marriage part that I'm not down with. So anyway, I introduced her to Avon Meat Market, and I'll tell you what, you go there. One of the things that her and I used to do a lot because we try to eat chicken because chicken's good.
Yeah.
And the more you buy there, the better off it is. And it's always that way, but really you win there. You know, to get chicken breasts, they're a little bit less clean than what you get at Price Chopper because the butchers clean them up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because if you get one that came from the slaughterhouse,
So you have to
in
put a little more
box,
work into
you
it.
get a box, 40-pound box. But the bottom line was we were getting them for like $1.29 a pound. I mean, how do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You
Oh,
can't
yeah.
go wrong. So we used to unpack it, cut it up, smash it up, individual freezer, pack up the freezer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a great place for that. And if I wanted a good steak,
They
like,
still around?
oh yeah, there's like 7 butchers behind. It's like kind of old school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and there's like 7 butchers behind there. They'll cut you a steak any thickness you want.
To be honest with you, when I was growing up, there was a general store in Outlaws.
Yeah,
And
I
that's-
remember that.
that's
place.
where- that's
I've
where-
even been in there, and that was out of my.
That's where my mother used to
Regular.
go. That was her butcher for a long time. Would
Yeah,
to go in there.
it's those little
and-
things
and
for
do
that kind of stuff.
And
produce, I feel the
to be
same
honest
way
with you,
too. You need a local.
I felt
provider.
funny getting meat, chicken, anything like that. I felt funny getting it from the grocery store.
Yeah, even yeah, sure.
I
even
was
a
like,
grocery store.
like,
you
this
felt,
isn't a butcher. You can
Yeah,
go to
you
a
felt
butcher
it.
to go do this. You know.
Yeah, and they didn't put it in a vacuum sealed or
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
No, you had to go up. It was like
in
the deli. You had to go up and
it was
get
like
it, yeah.
in paper wrap.
I noticed
or wax paper
the Price
thing.
Chopper up by us here. Now they have a little case right in front of the deli, like kind of, in front of it, but a little ways back.
Yeah.
That they actually have like a pound or a half pounds of they wrapped them in the morning and put them out there and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And it
That's
seems like
not
it's
a
going
bad
to that.
idea.
No.
I mean,
it-
because you're gonna do that and bring it and put it in the refrigerator for a couple days. There's nothing wrong with that. The
Yeah.
thing that kills stuff is a lot of places always made the mistake of like displaying it. So they'd put it in the tray with the clear plastic and then put it in the case. Those lights change the color of the meat like in an hour.
yeah.
So if they wrapped it up the same way you're going to take it home anyway, and you know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I ran a deli. Pat, hey, if you're listening, you were right there, man, bro. You and I used to run that shit out of that place.
Pat?
Yeah, man, he worked there. I was a manager at the time. Sure.
I never knew Pat worked at
Heck yeah.
Pat Strobel.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
yeah.
You learn something every day.
That's when we were hanging out the most. You know.
I didn't realize he worked at Co-op.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Well, there
one
you
of the
go.
things that you realize when you work behind the counter, there are people, including myself. I'm absolutely one of these people. They want that shit exactly the way they want it. And
Oh, yeah.
some people, I like it. I appreciate shaven meat, but I don't need to be that thin. If some people wanted a pound of shaved meat, and I'll tell you, that's an arm burner right there. Shaving a pound of meat, even with a nice meat slicer, was your little workout. So people are super particular. I used to literally, this is just from experience, slice and hold it up. Like, now they do that and they let you eat it, which is, and I would do that too. You can eat it if you want, but I'd show them. You want to eat it? That's fine. Whatever. Is this how thick you want it? Because I'm not going to cut.
Oh no, they
I've
ask
had-
me that every time.
I've
yeah.
had it cut before, and then right before I go to wrap it, I'm like, "Well, let me see that." Oh, that's much too thick, and so you just cut a pound for nothing.
Yeah.
So you always got to make sure it's
Oh,
right.
that's I think going to the deli they always
A good one.
yeah
A good deli will do that.
yeah.
Somebody trying to sneak you something, because that happens too. I've seen it. I've been there because I used to run the deli. So if you want to make your department money, you have to use everything.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem with the deli is the markup is high because there is a loss.
Yeah.
And some people don't mind you slicing the last bit off and giving it to them, but some people will not accept that.
Well, wow.
I don't know how we got on that. I
how
have
we get
no
onto
idea.
that? Oh, we were talking about Walmart and stuff, and them and all that and everything else.
Now, I
But-
gotta-
but-
now I
but
gotta-
you get. You
I got to
get-
what?
Okay, well, you got your story.
Yeah, but
What?
I was gonna. I do. I've
Okay.
got something, but I gotta say. I mean, you
Oh,
gotta
beer,
be
beer.
You gotta be a fool not to see the numbers. All right.
Yeah. You got to be a fool if you're drinking a fairly popular beer to go to a beverage center
Yep.
and spend
$3. Minimum $3.
$3 to $5
$3 to $5.
more than to go and listen. Hey, some people out there have jobs where it's like $3. What I don't give a rat's ass. $5, I don't care. And that's great. And if that's what if you can afford that and stuff like that, but a lot of people,
Yeah, but you
every
got to
buck
run the
in your
numbers.
pocket.
I used to smoke cigarettes.
Ugh, I can't even imagine that now.
It's like $10 a pack. I
Holy Testicle Tuesday!
easily used to smoke a pack a day.
Yeah,
If you run the numbers,
it was crazy. Back
I don't
then.
even know how it was possible.
Yeah.
No, I actually do. I borrowed the money, literally, to keep afloat. Back in those days, I was on a credit card. That's how it happened. That's why I'm still in debt. Can you imagine it? Just do the math. 10 times 365.
I don't have. I have a computer.
You
but I
add
don't
a
have
zero. It's 3,650.
There we go.
And when I was living with somebody who was smoking, I ran the numbers, and you double it. At 6, so now you're at 7.
Jesus. Well, you can go on with yours.
Borrowed money to kill yourself.
There you go.
I used to love smoking, though. I'm over it, though. The financial part really helped me through that.
Yeah, I'd say so.
My uncle says you got a screw loose.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Your uncle molests collies.
Bringing back some old favorites.
Sounds like Chevy Chase, actually.
It is Chevy.
All right, I hit it. Bam.
It's Caddyshack.
So my last thing I was checking out, and I usually get a lot of interesting news from Facebook, actually, and that's where I found it, because I only
You
catch
do
up
pick
on
up videos and stuff like
Yeah.
that off of Facebook because you have like 1,000 friends. I got like 5.
Well,
But that's of my own choice.
I get a lot of I get a lot of stuff. Yeah, I just what happens to me? There comes the time I'll get a couple requests.
We always we're always. I get a text of the name of the person. Who is this? Are they okay? We always do that back and forth.
How are they going to bombshell you?
Yeah. Am I going to be blocking them soon?
You're going to get.
Why don't you go enjoy yourself while I go ice my balls and spit up blood?
That one person that will remain nameless that you said, "Oh, go ahead, no problem," and that's where I got.
Why don't you go enjoy yourself while I go ice my balls and spit up blood?
Yeah, you tagged me on that one. You got me. But anyway, your news.
Yeah, so I was surfing through, and I usually like to get. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I saw a great thing. WrestleMania was just.
I think this following Sunday, this last Sunday,
Last Sunday,
this last
right.
Sunday, yeah.
And I'm a huge Ronda Rousey fan. Huge.
I have my just for a minute. I have my Twitter, and my personal Twitter. I don't tweet anything.
Yeah.
I use it as basically a
News feed, sure.
news feed.
Yeah.
And of course I have being football and baseball and everything. I have Sports Center on there, and now Sports Center gives you updates on WrestleMania, which was just crazy.
Oh, you mentioned that.
Yeah,
That's
I
right.
thought that was really crazy. Now suddenly
That's
they're
good though.
in the shot there. Go on.
So not only do I find her attractive,
I'd love to get the crap kicked out of me by her.
Yeah, be the funnest.
Why don't you go enjoy
kicking
yourself?
ever
Why go
took.
ice my balls and spit up blood?
And I studied martial arts. I haven't studied
Wash your
mixed
Gary.
martial arts, but I've studied
Why are you
martial arts.
washing your Gary?
And I used to wrestle, so I've got 2 of the forms anyway that would be required for the sport. So I
Yep.
find it interesting. And she kicks ass. She's only the champion right now, undefeated.
She's undefeated. Yeah, she's
in the
like-
ring. I mean, it's not WWE or WWF.
No.
It's the
That's-
real deal.
it's
You
the
can
real
get your ass
deal.
knocked out right there. Yeah,
WE's darling.
she's got that killer arm bar.
Whoa,
Bam,
yeah.
see ya.
Bam.
It's like
That-
over. She don't even mess around.
Tap, tap, tap.
Yeah, bam. Anyway, she shows up with The Rock
Yeah.
at WrestleMania, and in the ring is Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
His real wife.
Yeah, and she kind of gave a good girl speech. You know, you're the queen of the octagon, but this is my ring.
And didn't it start with she slapping the Rock and
I didn't get that part. Wasn't on there. I didn't get
the video I saw was she slapped the Rock.
who
and-
McMahon.
Yeah, and
See, when you told me the story first, I thought you told me Ronda slapped the Rock.
no,
That's not the
Stephanie
way it was.
McMahon
Ah.
slapped the Rock.
Nasty.
This because they put the video up on my Twitter thing.
I see it- it's-
Sports Center. It's
mine
really weird. That's why I
started
find it
with
weird. They were. I don't know the context of how it became,
Yeah.
but the video part I saw was she slapped the Rock and did the whole "you gonna hit a woman" type of thing like that. So he
that's
got-
a good setup.
Yeah,
boy. They
he
thought
got
that
out of the
through.
ring.
See, when you were telling me the story first, I was way confused because I thought she slapped the Rock, meeting Ronda, and then I was not following it at all.
They're both in the Fast
Yes,
and Furious
now
7.
I've seen it. That's why. That's why. I
which
brought
is
it up.
also another probably reason why they were there.
Sure, that's.
He
right
goes
there.
down and she's a spectator supposedly at the side. So he
in wrestling gear.
no, she didn't have a wrestling gear on.
I
but,
thought she had some boots on.
she jumps over the little barricade there.
No
and
big deal for
they
her.
fist bump each other, and he tells her to come up into the ring or whatever. Yeah, then they go
Beat
through that
your
like
ass.
they go.
Stephanie.
Her and Stephanie McMahon do a little back and forth, and then they cut the video, so I don't know what led to what. And then all of a sudden, The Rock is whooping Triple H's ass in the corner.
Oh, the part that I got then that you probably missed was, she said, I know you're the greatest, fighter in the ring, but in this square
This is
circle,
my ring.
This is my ring.
Yeah.
And she said, you get the hell out.
Yeah.
And Ronda
Rousey
Yeah.
said, "Any ring that I walk into is
Yeah,
my
it's
ring."
mine. It's
yeah.
mine.
Yeah. And then they went from that in The Rock,
The Rock
was whooping Triple H's
and
thing,
Triple H
and then he
started at it.
and
Love it.
then they swung him out in the middle of the ring, and Ronda Rousey just grabbed Triple H and
hip checked him.
boom, boom, right over there.
Boom on the mat.
Yeah, like
Booyah!
bang. And then she grabbed Stephanie
Armbar.
McMahon, armbarred her like yeah.
Yeah, that was
Type of thing.
That was fun. That was fun.
It was just that was a fun
viewing
little
right there.
clip to watch.
Yeah. And
Ronda.
she's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Gosh. Yeah, I'm a big
Yeah.
fan. Big fan.
And watching The Rock is fun.
Yeah, he's a damn entertaining guy.
I'll say
too,
this. I will watch clips from Monday Night Raw just from the fact of
If he's gonna-
they're funny, but the actual wrestling I don't watch anymore. 'Cause I'm like, so I don't watch the matches because I'm like, I just like to watch the funny part. That's entertain me. That's it. Boom, done.
It used to be
I'm
fun.
out there. Yeah, when we were younger, watched a lot more.
You know what I think?
Now
Even
it's just
over
more
the
of
years when we were
little
getting
more in-
older, it was still evolving.
I think we did it as a group,
Yeah.
so I think that was the whole.
But I think
Part of it.
my whole generation saw it.
Oh yeah, we hit that
watched it
perfect
grow,
generation.
and and
We hit
there was
that.
constantly wrestlers are like, oh my god, did you see what he just did?
Yeah, well, we hit that generation of we hit right when Hulk Hogan came out, really came on the scene as the champ. Boom in WWE.
you Hulkamaniacs!
Yeah. Let me. No, that was the Macho Man. I was gonna say. Ooh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Dig it. Yeah.
I still.
Macho Madness.
I told you I saw the other one with yes, and all the guys
yeah,
were
the
there.
little bearded
Rodney
guy.
was there.
Yeah.
Woo!
Not
He was
Rodney.
there?
You call him Rodney all the time. Roddy.
Because he's got 3 R's.
Roddy.
Rodney.
Roddy.
Rodney.
Roddy.
It's Rodney.
Oh, yeah, you can know
Rowdy.
respect.
Roddy Piper.
Yes, there you go.
Roddy Piper.
Roddy, as in Hot Rod.
Didn't he do something with the...
Because he always said, sure, it's Hot Rod. Remember? Hot Rod. Roddy.
He was funny.
He was great.
He was really funny.
He was awesome back in the
That
day.
was a winning combo,
I like to listen to him more commentating than even wrestling. He was just great on
That guy
that.
was entertaining as hell.
Yeah, I'll never forget watching that WrestleMania at Jess.
And a kilt? I don't even know what he was. Was he Scottish?
Yeah, it's Scottish. I'll never forget watching whatever WrestleMania was. It was on the Warrior and Hogan. I think it was like 1990 or something.
Oh, that was classic
one of the
era
matches.
right
yeah,
there.
one of the matches.
That was high flying era.
One of the matches before then was a guy named Bad News Brown
I remember
against
that guy.
Roddy Piper.
Big
Piper comes out.
big guy.
Big black guy.
Yeah, big-
And Piper comes out and he's half painted black and half painted white. Even under his trunks, he shows. I was dying. Oh my god,
That's ridiculous.
That was insane, and
That
it was
is
hilarious.
Fantastic.
Why do you want that beer so bad?
Because he's thirsty, dummy.
See, now I entertained the camera. I didn't get my pull. That's a
You
good
didn't-
number. Good number.
You didn't get to get your pull.
Nah, I didn't get my pull on that one. Do it again. Can't you? Please.
Why do you want that beer so bad?
Because he's thirsty, dummy.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. It's teamwork.
In your face, all over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station.
Bob and John,
That's my only
Variety Power.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Oh, I forgot we were doing a little.
screwheads, listen up.
You can find us at Bob and John's podcast at gmail.com or
At Loose and Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram. Or
at our Facebook page or our YouTube channel at Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour.
I've been
Yeah,
trying
you
to
like Ronda Rousey, don't you?
I do.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do. You know, I thought because there's a lot of girls I like.
There's another one.
I was going to have a bit, John's Girls, but
You should. We'll have to make that. There's another one, MMA fighter, a female.
I wanted one of those. I wanted a top 10.
MMA female fighter?
No, I hadn't
I don't
thought
know
about
if you can
that.
get top 10.
That would I don't know. Yeah, that would be hard.
Yeah.
There are probably 10
But there's
that you could
there's another
easily
one.
look up anyway.
There's another one that's retired now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because she's an actor now, and she was in the Fast and the Furious, the last one, 6, I think. She was in 6, and she's done a bunch of other movies, but she had retired before Rousey came on the scene.
So it's
You know
a
what I mean?
natural progression.
Well, the thing is they're saying that would be really a dream match because she was Ronda Rousey before Ronda Rousey. She was kicking ass and taking names, like, you know what I mean, and she's hot too. So
What is the management saying?
what? Oh, to set it up. Well, I think the other one, is her name? I can't remember her name. She's I think she's retired though.
Well, yeah, but it's like Rocky. If you're the best, you can train up to the level. I mean, how many years apart are they, I guess?
Oh, they're not. I don't think they're. She might be in her she might be around 30 if that.
So they're not like it's not like an old woman.
No.
So it's possible
No.
for them to both train to their top level and fight.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a possibility. I mean,
Let me
it would bring in
Let me-
tons of viewers.
Let me see if I can pull up her name.
Okay, I'll
Give me a
try to
second.
provide a little bit of entertainment while you look up on a.
You do that.
Well, you've got that new machine. It's not even it's your oldest machine in the house, but you've like rebusted it out for
Hey, sometimes you got to do it. you know?
I'm happy to see it running as well as it does because that means I have faith that my new one is
gonna
going to
last a long time.
Keep on running.
Gina Carano.
Gina Carano.
Okay,
I
C-A-R-A-N-O.
might as well look it up while I'm here.
Yeah, you're the one that's got the thing you can.
I know. I'm a big fan of that.
Oh yeah. You can put her right in there.
Yeah. K or C?
CARANO.
CARANO.
She was born in '82. So what does that make her? That's in her. It's around 30, isn't it? 31, 32, something like that.
32.
32. Yeah, 32. So that's.
Geez, she looks great.
Yeah, yeah. But she was the kind of the original Ronda Rousey type of thing.
Well, she's making movies. She probably has no need for it. But I mean, all fighters have it inside them to
go back and
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think she's been in a bunch of movies, so maybe she's just. You know what though? Sometimes they're just not interested. It's like
Well, it was weird. It's kind of why I mentioned Ronda, is because she's so successful.
Well, I look right
in
here.
the Octagon.
She's filming two movies right now.
Well, she's probably too busy then. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it's really how you want to fill up your time. Do you want to spend your
Well, listen, there are fighters,
your
but then
time
there are
training
fighters
or
that
acting?
enjoy fighters.
And it's probably the payout. I wonder what. I bet you that. So that's hard. I think top level payouts got to be pretty good in the. Octagon.
Rousey's got to be
But maybe not like movies.
She's the flag. Yeah, anything that she's going to get those level of actors going to get in a movie. Yeah, they're going to make more fighting.
But
she's bringing in all the money right now. Rousey, she's the flagship of the UFC right now. No, I mean, unless you're a diehard UFC,
come so far. I think I watched the very
just up here,
first one with you.
She was just up here in Albany. No, I've never watched one.
No, I watched the
I've seen
very
parts, but
I've
I've never
watched
really
the
seen
very first one, and it was a joke, and I didn't think it was ever going to get off the ground.
Yeah,
because the problem was it hadn't become mixed martial arts at that time.
Mm-hmm.
It was, let's take the top fighters from all these different styles.
but it's still that though.
Yeah, but at that time, I'm talking about fighters that were so diverse.
Yeah, you're talking about when it was the beginning when Hoist Gracie was the man.
He was the man.
Yeah, he was the man for
and
years.
Sumo guys. The first match I watched was a sumo guy fight this Savat guy who's they're like snaky.
That was before they even did because now they have weight classes and stuff.
I think
they
it was
didn't
the
even
very
have that.
first match, and the guy, and he just reached out with his foot and popped his front teeth out. That was the first move, the sumo guy. You know what I mean? Because
The
they're
sumo
wrestlers.
guy got popped.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because they're
Yeah.
wrestlers. They're not strikers. You know what I mean?
No,
So-
they're moving other weight.
right.
Dead weight.
Right.
That's what
If you
they're.
sure. If you
leverage
could have
is
got a
there.
hold of him and pounded him into the ground, he'd probably be done. But
So if you can take a beating, you're good. But
man. So and back in that day, I was actually, it was like, oh my god, I can't believe I just saw that. It's almost
now it's not so much.
No, because you train.
Well, I think
as a mixed, you have to be able to work on the ground.
But I think
standing up, you need to be able to throw your weight. It's all of it.
I think everybody's kind of more in tune of if I go in there, I need to really be prepared.
You need to be 100%.
Yeah, I can't be the tough bouncer to
it.
walk in there and get my head crushed in. You know what I mean? That type of thing.
No, it's the real deal.
Well, it's not legal in New York State as a professional. That's why she was up here last week trying to.
If I knew that, I think I would have gone to see whatever she was doing.
I don't think there was a time or something. She was
It wasn't
up,
a expedition.
She was up there, I believe, talking to the governor,
to
Cuomo, about getting it legalized as a professional sport.
That's pretty cool.
In New York State, because New York State's the only one that doesn't allow it.
You know what that means? Same thing's going to go for weed. I put my money on it.
Why don't you go enjoy yourself while I go ice my balls and spit up blood?
Same thing.
All right. Are you ready to get out of here?
Why are we such tight asses?
New York State?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't get it.
It's politics. Somebody's holding something up.
It's totally politics.
The news said because the lawmakers thought that there's enough of violence in television and video games and everything else, they don't want to contribute more. But you already have boxing and football, and yeah, it's listen.
I think mixed martial arts is the smartest thing ever because you know what's going to happen? Within 1 or 2 rounds, you're going to get your ass handed to you.
Yeah, but it's just the brutality of it. You know what I mean? That's them looking at it, not me. But you know,
Well, you know what? Everything comes around eventually
what comes around goes around.
because just like football, you know, there's guys stepping out that have a career in football because they don't want to self-damage. You know, that's what
My uncle says you got a screw loose.
Oh, yeah. Your uncle molests collies.
They don't want to feel like that.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a
They don't wanna
decision you
molest
have to
colleagues.
make. You step in, you're making a decision. Yeah, I can get my teeth knocked out. I might even get dead.
That's true. Could happen on any level.
Yep. Any sport. I think you can get hit with a golf ball and die.
Yeah,
I think it's possible.
I could die just sitting there.
That's true. It's true.
Anything could happen.
Yeah. So does that make this dangerous?
Hey, listen. Let's not even get into that whole thing. That's why I have
Hey,
people.
usually-
that's why I have a people with a problem with what you're doing is raising our insurance rates. Well, really, you jump out of a plane with a freaking stupid piece of cloth to stop you from falling into the earth. So
I usually am the one ready to get out, but I passed you. You said something about it.
all right, say good night, John.
Good night, John.
Stadler?
Yeah, what?
Is that it?
Yes, it's over. How'd you like it?
I don't know. I slept through the whole thing.
Well, you didn't miss much.
Well, I'm glad we're sprechen Sie the same lingity.
Why don't you go enjoy yourself while I go ice my balls and spit up blood?